Welcome to St James Park for this afternoon's another crucial National League North fixture between Brackley Town and Farsley Celtic. Obviously, everybody inside the ground and everybody listening will know the connotations of this afternoon's game. Should Brackley win and Kidderminster slip up at Southport, Brackley will be champions. I will run through the two sides. Farsley Celtic will line up in blue and white, and they will line up as follows. In goal, Will Brooke. 26, Isaac Banqua. 30, Essa Janna. 32, Captain Tyler Polwarth. 35, Chris Bumhira. 24, Cole Hyde. 17, Dylan Youmbi. 18, Manny Mampala. 19, Chris Condolo. 9, Justin Iwobi. And 16, João Silva. On the bench for Farsley this afternoon are 22, Rafael Montero. 27, Tom Priestley standing. And 20, Ashton Newsom. Just the three on the bench for Farsley. Brackley Town, who we await to join us this afternoon, line up as follows. In goal, Johnny Maxted. 23, Shane Byrne. 10, Morgan Roberts. 18, Tommy O'Sullivan. 6, Captain Gareth Dean. 15, Tyler Little. 19, Zach Lilly. 11, Matt Lowe. 2, George Carline. 27, Connor Hall. And 9, Danny Newton. On the bench for the Saints in this crucial game are 8, Alfie Bates. 3, Ricardo Calder. 14, Scott Pollock. 22, Miracle Okafor. And 17, Justin Donowa. Brackley need to win here and win convincingly, although goal difference is so big. I think it's 22 goals, so you know it's that's a massive ask. I think we're going to be relying on Southport playing at home to Kidderminster, and we don't want to be behind on that score time wise, and it's 3 o'clock and we're away. Ball instantly played back to Brooke in the Farsley goal. Lifts the ball forward. Gastine can't make the first header. It bounces up. Dean manages to get the ball away. Morgan Roberts flicks over and Danny Newton looks to pick up the pieces. But the ball's fed out to George Carline on the left-hand side. Carline is given a lot of space and Danny Newton is found down the left. And it was Bumhira who comes in and slides the ball out of play. And George Carline will have an early throw here and a chance to put the Farsley box under pressure in this first minute. So Carline with this throw. And it goes. Heads go up. It's still there. Headed back towards Carline. Carline takes a touch, lifts it back into the box. It's headed away only as far as Shane Byrne, who's on the left. Byrne takes a touch and he's going to lift the ball out to the edge of the box where Zach Lilly is. Lilly's looking for a pass. He finds Byrne again. Byrne this time lifts his cross into the box. It's towards Lowe. Lowe has scored! It's an early goal. Lowe with a looping header makes it 1-0. And Brackley take a lead. No. He hasn't. He's disallowed it. I was almost certain that the referee had pointed back towards the halfway line, but and I thought the players were retreating, and it was Matt Lowe at the far post who won the header, but may have been a foul or an offside in there because the referees disallowed it. But an early chance for Brackley, and they put the ball in the net, but it didn't count. Brackley build again with Morgan Roberts on the right hand side. And it's Tommy O'Sullivan who bounced the ball off the Farsley player and into touch, but ball is back with Tyler Little. And now Zach Lilly out to George Carline on the left-hand side, on the touchline. Lifts the ball forward for Morgan Roberts, who's made a great run into the box. He's going to keep it in play. but it's going to go into the arms of Will Brook in the Farsley goal. Just trying to hook back and trying to keep the ball in play. Wasn't able to find a Brackley man. And it's in the arms of Brook. So we keep an eye on the Kidderminster score. I'm sure any Kidderminster fans who were listening to our feed would have been shaking their heads. Hopefully we've put some doubt into the Kidderminster hearts, but it's still 0-0 here. And it's 0-0 between Southport and Kidderminster. 0-0 between Hereford and Scunthorpe. So we'll keep abreast of those scores as Farsley have a chance to attack the Brackley box, and Morgan Roberts steps in and takes the ball away and comes away with it. He's taken a touch and wins a foul as he looks to break into the Farsley half. Shane Byrne and Zach Lilly take the free kick quickly, and out to Tyler Little it goes. He uses Tommy O'Sullivan, who's playing out wide at the moment. Little lifts the ball in towards George Carline. Carline will pick up the second ball and feed it into Danny Newton. Newton back to Morgan Roberts. Roberts lurking outside the Farsley box, plays the ball back to the halfway line, and Zach Lilly. Now out to Roberts once again. George Carline's moved into a centre forward position temporarily. The ball's gone right across the box. Matt Lowe goes down in the box and looks to the referee because it looked as though he took a touch, and looked as though he took the ball around his player, and the player took his legs, but nothing given by the referee. Another shout for Brackley fans to ask for. Tommy O'Sullivan harries the defender out of the ball, and Lowe finds the ball to Danny Newton, and Newton does score, and it is 1-0. Newton into a great position in the middle of the box. Half volleys into the back of the net from a Matt Lowe cross, and Brackley take an early lead here. It's 5 minutes gone, and it's first blood to Brackley in this title chase. Danny Newton with a great finish into the far corner. Brackley take the lead. It's 1-0, and just what Brackley needed to settle the nerves.
Goal for Brackley Town, number 9, Danny Newton!
And George Carline, as I say, moving into a centre forward position. Writing in the programme earlier today, named him Saints Live's player of the season. What a season George Carline has had. He's been everything the team has been this year. He's been truly magnificent. I don't think there's a position he hasn't played. Moving up front just then, probably completed every position in the team this season, and what a contribution he's made. Ball's with Farsley in midfield. Plays the ball forward into the feet of the number 17, which is Youmbi. Ball's back with Bumhira. And the early goal for Brackley temporarily puts us top of the league. As Farsley come forward. Shane Byrne steps in twice, wins the ball back, and Newton tries to pick up possession, but Farsley have it. Put the ball down the left-hand side. Tyler Little's there to try and win the ball back, but he does. In doing so, he puts the ball out for a throw-in. And the Brackley Town score hasn't registered in any of the score updates, but it definitely has registered here, and it is 1-0. Farsley have the ball in the centre circle. It's with Mampala. And referee says there's a free kick, and Shane Byrne looks to take it quickly but leaves it. And there's a player down just in front of the dugouts for Brackley. Not entirely sure who it is, but he's taking attention from the physio. Just trying to look around. I think it might be Matt Lowe. It is Lowe. It's Lowe that's down on the floor. And Aaron Lambie just giving Matt Lowe some attention to his right leg. And while Lowe's on the floor, he's just telling the referee exactly what's wrong with him and why. And the referee moves away. He doesn't want to hear what Matt Lowe has to say. So, just looking at the score sites, and they're still showing 0-0. It's definitely 1-0 here. And it's 1-0 to Darlington against Needham Market, and Marine have taken the lead against South Shields. And there's a free kick for Tommy O'Sullivan to take here. We've played 9 minutes. Ball's lifted in into the box. George Carline's there, heads down for Morgan Roberts, gets a touch on it, but he can't play it into the feet of a Brackley man, so it's hacked away, and Tommy O'Sullivan picks up, and Lowe has the ball on the right hand side, and a crossing opportunity, hits the first defender, but then wins the ball back before a Farsley man gets in and sprays the ball out to the right hand side. The ball's kept in well by a Banquer, and it's the number 26, a Banquer that's seen most of the ball going forward so far for Farsley. It was good defensive work by George Carline to clear up, and the ball's forced all the way back to Will Brook in the Farsley goal. Lifts the ball forward. Zach Lilly's there, goes over Zach Lilly's head because he was being held, but the referee says that was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and the ball's with a Banquer, and he lifts the ball into the box. Lowe's there to head away, and he heads away well. And then Morgan Roberts does well in midfield to pick the ball up and bring the ball away and win a free kick for his side in the middle of the park. Rushall take an early lead against Chorley. That will affect the playoffs. And Chorley just outside at the moment of those playoff positions as it stands. Losing to Rushall away on a day where so many teams need a win to keep their playoff hopes up. Not the case for Brackley, but Brackley have other things on their mind, with Shane Byrne playing the ball back to Gaz Dean. Dean goes across to Little, and now O'Sullivan. Dean into the feet of Zach Lilly. Zach Lilly forward into the Farsley half, gives the ball to Morgan Roberts on the left hand side. Roberts now back to Zach Lilly. Plays the ball inside to Shane Byrne, and Shane Byrne spreads the ball out to the right hand side, and Tommy O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan takes a couple of touches before feeding the ball down the line. Lowe gets there and wins a corner. Slide into, keep the ball in play. Plays it off a Farsley man and into touch for a corner. It's a corner which Tommy O'Sullivan will take from the right hand side. O'Sullivan into the box. It goes. Carline tries to get up. He's beaten in the air. It's Shane Byrne that puts the ball back in. But now there's some chasing back to do for Shane Byrne. As Silva, with some tricky footwork, takes the ball around Shane Byrne. It's good work by Silva there for Farsley. Got his side moving forward, and then a poor ball forward from a Banquer goes straight out of play, looking for the run on the right hand side of his I'll tell you who it was. Who he was looking for in a minute when he turns around. It was Youmbi who he was looking for, but the ball was all wrong and it ran out for a goal kick, which Johnny Maxted will take. So 1-0 here, 12, nearly 13 minutes played. The ball is played forward and Carline does really well to flick the ball onto Lowe, and then Lowe tries to lift the ball into the path of Connor Hall. But the ball's run through to Brooke in the Farsley goal. But a big crowd at St James Park here had something to cheer early on. Goal from Newton separates the sides as Newton does good work, feeds the ball round for Morgan Roberts, and Brooke does well to come in and slide, put the ball out of play. As in the south, I'm just shown Truro are 3-0 up against St Albans already, and if that stays that way, which it looks as though it will, Truro will win the National League South. A team that we went to in the FA Cup earlier in the season and beat on that day, and Truro really didn't show too much of themselves that day, but they've done enough to be 3-0 up against St Albans and possibly win the National League South this afternoon, and congratulations to them if they do so. Carline into Roberts down the line for Newton just can't keep the ball in play, and it runs out for a Farsley goal kick. Still 0-0 at Southport. Still 0-0 at Hereford, where Scunthorpe are. Darlington 1, Needham Market 0, Marine 1, South Shields 0, Rushall 1, Chorley 0, and it's 1-0 here. Although I'm not trusting this score site, I'm going to switch to a different one because it hasn't updated our score. So what else is it not updating? So the ball's with Tyler Little. Plays the ball upfield, gets it back, plays the ball across to Zach Lilly. Now Carline inside to Roberts. Roberts inside to Zach Lilly. And now Tommy O'Sullivan takes over and gives the ball to Tyler Little, and now inside to Morgan Roberts. Roberts, with a bit of time on the ball, decides to play the ball out to Carline, and now Zach Lilly. Patience from Brackley, looking for space. Everybody behind the ball for Farsley. And balls fed out to Tommy O'Sullivan on the right hand side. Lilly takes over once more. Outside it goes to Carline. Carline takes a touch, looks for a run of Roberts and finds him off the head of a Banquer. Roberts decides to take it round his man and gets a cross in. There's a shot. Oh, it's a great save by Will Brooke from Danny Newton. Newton met it so well, and Brooke makes a fantastic save in the Farsley goal and keeps it at 1-0 here. So Chris just lends me his phone because he's got a site that is showing Brackley in the lead, and every other game in the top 7 is 0-0. Corner to Brackley from the right. Tommy O'Sullivan to take. So close to going 2-0 ahead there. Just looks. There was the short option for Tyler Little coming, but he decides not to take it. Lifts the ball in. Dean gets up. It's bouncing around in the box. Carline tries to flick the ball back round, but it's going to be brought away. But Brackley do well to stop the possession, but in doing so give away a free kick, and it'll be a free kick to Farsley midway inside their own half. So just keeping an eye on games in and around. And still 0-0 as Morgan Roberts picks the ball up in the middle of the park. 1-0 to Brackley here. Carline gets his ball forward slightly wrong, but O'Sullivan does well, gets in. Brackley pick up the ball in midfield once more. Now outside to Lowe on the right touchline. Little looking for options. Gets the ball back on the right hand side. Now Lowe flicks inside to Connor Hall, who's come out wide instead of being central. I'm sure Brackley fans will want to see him in the middle of the goal mouth. Scorer of the first goal last week at Leamington. Zach Lilly outside to Shane Byrne. Byrne goes inside to Roberts, who's seen a lot of the ball in this opening 20 minutes. Now Tyler Little. He's got a crossing opportunity, gets it in, and it's too close to Brooke, and he falls on the ball and takes it into his midriff, walks to the edge of his box. As Marine take a second goal lead against South Shields. And the two games we're keeping an eye on are still 0-0. The longer that goes on, the longer our hearts will be in our mouth. No matter what we do here, it all depends what Southport can do for us against Kidderminster. Ball forward, looking for Youmbi for Farsley. And it's kept in. No, it isn't. It's going to be a throw-in to Brackley, which Carline will use to get his side up the field. Carline up towards Newton. Newton wins his header, so does Connor Hall. So it's good work by Jana at the back for Farsley, but now he's out of position and Morgan Roberts has taken it round him and he's up and running and he's into the box and he's taken down, and that's going to be a free kick. And what's that going to be from the referee? Because Roberts was into the box and the Brackley players will be asking, saying that should be a red card. Not entirely sure what the referee is going to give. Did he take him down? Was it a professional foul? Be interesting to see what the referee does here. He calls the physio on first for Morgan Roberts. Wasn't much of a covering defender, and it's a red card for the Farsley captain, Polwarth. And it was a large-ditch tackle, and maybe the referee had no option. But it's a shame for Farsley, and they're down to 10 men. So 1-0 and 10 men to play against now. It's a really big task for Farsley, and you have to feel for the young man. His season's over, and it's a straight red. And it's early in the game, 22 minutes gone. Farsley down to 10 men, and it's Polwarth that goes off, and a free kick to Brackley, and now they've got to play 10 men. It's debatable whether there was a covering defender. It was over to the right hand side. Morgan Roberts was tearing into the box, and that red card gives Brackley even more hope of winning this game. Down to 10 men, playing 10 men, and Morgan Roberts looking to take this free kick that he won. And it's Tyler Little, and it's into the net, and it's a second goal. Tyler Little makes it 2 from the free kick. So Brackley take a second goal in the 22nd minute, and it's 2-0 here, and Brackley are doing everything they can to make sure that they get the 3 points and put every pressure they can on Kidderminster. Still 0-0 at the other games, and Tyler Little making it 2-0 from the free kick that Morgan Roberts won.
Goal scorer for Brackley Town, number 15, Tyler Little!
So 2-0, 23 minutes gone. And the goal difference is diminishing, but Brackley won't be looking at that at all, because that is a massive ask. But all they can do is win this one, and Carline is up and running now down the right hand side, plays the ball down the line looking for Danny Newton, and Newton does well to win the ball back but take it out of play and give Farsley a throw deep inside their own half. So 24 minutes coming up. I'm still trying to find a score feed that gives me accurate scores. But Hereford 0, Scunthorpe 0, it's still the way, and Southport 0, Kidderminster 0. Kings Lynn 0, Chester 1. Kings Lynn probably nailed on for the playoffs, but even so. Brackley are in again. Ball's played across by Connor Hall, and Will Brooks down before Tommy O'Sullivan can touch it home. But another chance for Brackley.
Tyler Little is sponsored by the family of the late Michael Dingveen and James Batty, who we thank for their support.
Brooke takes the ball to the edge of the box, launches it high into the Brackley half. Zach Lilly's underneath it, gives the ball to Morgan Roberts. Roberts does well to get the ball down the line. Newton's got something to chase. Brooke comes out, plays the ball down the line. It's flicked inside. Farsley worked that well, but it's cut out by Zach Lilly. It's a young Farsley side, but some talented players in this Farsley side. You can see they're not poor players, and they'll be disappointed, and they're going to have to work really hard with 10 men. 2-0 down here already. Ball's with Tommy O'Sullivan. Plays the ball out to Tyler Little. Back to O'Sullivan. Into the box it goes. Carline's at the far post. Can't win his header. Tries to get to the second ball. Farsley able to clear the ball, but only into touch, and it'll be a Brackley who will keep the pressure on. Maxted has it from the Zach Lilly throw. Gives the ball to Tyler Little. Now Tommy O'Sullivan on the right touchline. Comes into the middle of the park. He's not shut down. He's able to play the ball out to Matt Lowe. Now Tyler Little once more into the feet of Shane Byrne. Byrne passes it accurately out to Carline. Carline back to Byrne. Byrne's found a bit of space and gives the ball to Tyler Little, who's in a lot of space. Out it goes to Matt Lowe. Lowe with a crossing opportunity. Wins another corner. So it's been all action here. A goal each for Danny Newton and Tyler Little. Either side of the red card for Tyler Polwarth, Farsley captain. And Brackley have a corner on the right hand side. Into the box it comes. It's towards Newton at the near post. It's cleared away as far as Tyler Little, but the referee has seen a foul in there, and it'll be a free kick to Farsley Celtic. So still trying to find a score site that means I don't have to look over Chris's shoulder next to me. But while I do that, we'll just wait for the goal kick from Will Brook. So, finally found a site that's giving me up-to-date scores. Still 0-0 between Kidderminster and Scunthorpe and Hereford. Sorry, Kidderminster and Southport, Scunthorpe and Hereford. Still goalless in both of those. Zach Lilly has the ball. Plays the ball outside to Tyler Little. Little now. Up towards the Farsley box. Inside it goes to Shane Byrne. Out he goes to Morgan Roberts. Roberts just takes a touch. Gives it back to Byrne. Byrne plays the ball out to Dean. And now Lowe on the right. Looking to beat his man. He's got Little around him. Little just gives Lowe a chance to have a touch of the ball and maybe set across, but he chooses to go back to Gareth Dean. Now Morgan Roberts. Inside to Dean once more. Dean outside to Little. He's got O'Sullivan with him. Uses him, plays the ball into the box, and now Burns found a bit of space inside the box. Gives the ball to O'Sullivan. Gets to the byline, lifts it up. Hall's there! Connor Hall makes it 3-0. Brackley 3. Farsley Celtic 0. We've not played half an hour. And we knew before the game we needed a goal. Fest here this afternoon. And we've got one. Whether it'll be enough, still to be seen. But Brackley lead 3-0 here, and it's Connor Hall with his 20th of the season. And Brackley are flying here on an afternoon where they need to be. 30 minutes gone at Southport. It's 0-0. Peterborough Sports have just taken the lead against Scarborough. And Chester still lead away at Kings Lynn. Ball forward by Brooke. Straight down towards Dean. And now Newton is up and running, and Hall has won the ball back from the defender, but just can't get away from him. Newton looked as though he was going to get away from the defender there and have a free run at goal, but the defender just got there, and now Lowe's done really well to win the ball and take it out of the air and find O'Sullivan. He gives the ball to Little. Now O'Sullivan again. It's not cleared, and Byrne is on the edge of the box. Takes a shot. It's deflected away. And it'll be Youmbi who brings the ball away, but Little is there and wins the ball and wins a throw and throws it quickly into the feet of Matt Lowe. And Matt Lowe now towards the box. Plays the ball into Hall. Hall just has the ball nipped off his feet, but Brackley still have it with Morgan Roberts outside the box. Byrne now out to Lilly. Lilly uses Carline on the left-hand side. Back inside it goes to Byrne. Byrne inside to Newton. Newton takes a touch and uses Tyler Little. Now O'Sullivan back to Little. And Dean takes over. Lilly now. Everybody camped inside the Farsley box in a blue shirt. Morgan Roberts gets to the byline and wins a corner. And there'll be more defending for Farsley to do, as Needham Market have gone down to 10 men and 2-0 down. And Chester take a second goal at Kings Lynn, cementing their playoff place. The ball's into the edge of the box from the corner. Tyler Little. Now Hall acrobatically towards goal. Just can't get the power on it, and Brooke gathers and brings to the edge of his box. 3-0 to Brackley here. Brackley doing everything they have to. And we, on a tender hooks, keep an eye on everything else going on around the league. Morgan Roberts does well in the air to flick the ball towards Danny Newton. And Banqua's there and wins a throw. Plays the ball into Youmbi. Youmbi takes it over the touchline, and it'll be a throw, which George Carline spots Tommy O'Sullivan in space, gives it to him. And now Tyler Little, who's seen a lot of the ball in the first half, gives the ball to Matt Lowe. Lowe trying to take on his man. He has done, and he's won yet another corner for Brackley. And there's a goal at Southport. It's a goal for Southport, and everything is going in Brackley's favour at the moment, and the fans go mad behind the goal. Southport have taken the lead at home to Kidderminster, and Brackley winning 3-0 here, and at the moment there's a long way to go. We've been here before. We remember Boston last year, but the ball's into the box. Carline's there, and Brooke makes a good save. But if the Brackley players didn't know that they were doing well, they do now. Southport with a massive goal in Brackley's season. Kidderminster will they will have to put a performance in, and they're no mugs, as we know. Morgan Roberts is down the left hand side. It's good defending from Abanqua. And the ball is away. But as it stands, Brackley 3, Farsley Celtic 0, Southport 1, Kidderminster 0. We can dare to dream. However, like I say, many times before, we've been here. Shane Byrne inside to Tyler Little. Tommy O'Sullivan now. Just Tyler Little just stands on the ball and then is fouled, and it'll be a free kick to Brackley on the halfway line. Tyler Little takes the free kick inside to Gazdine. Now Zach Lilly. He's got Morgan Roberts outside him, and he's got Gazdine with him. Dean inside to Lilly, and now Morgan Roberts on the left touchline. Inside it goes to Carline. Carline looks for Byrne, and Byrne does really well to keep possession. Now Zach Lilly feeds the ball out to Tyler Little, inside to Tommy O'Sullivan. Lifted up for Little, heads into the box. Carline's there, but can't take control of the ball, and Farsley are able to get the ball away, but only into the Brackley dugouts, and it'll be a throw into Brackley just inside the Farsley half. Dean with the ball inside to Byrne. Byrne with all the time to move towards the Farsley box. Farsley getting deeper all the time. Now Lilly looking for a ball. There's not much space because every man for Farsley is behind the ball. O'Sullivan with some good footwork takes it past his man. Little now outside to Lowe. Lowe, can he get across? Takes it round one man. He's got two around him. Defender slips and he's giving the ball away. And it's to Little. Little's got a shooting opportunity and he lifts it high and wide. And it remains 3-0. We're into the 37th minute. Latest scores. Buxton 0, Warrington down to 10 men 0, Curzon 0, Leamington 0, Darlington 2, Needham Market 0, Hereford 0, Scunthorpe 0, Kings Lynn 0, Chester 2, Marine 3, South Shields 0, Peterborough Sports 1, Scarborough 0, Ratcliffe 1, Alfreton 1, Russell 1, Chorley 2, Southport 1, Kidderminster 0, South Spennymoor 0, Oxford City 0. Balls into the feet of Connor Hall. Plays the ball out to the right and Tyler Little. Now Tommy O'Sullivan feeds Zach Lilly. Again, Farsley retreat. Everybody inside their box. Leaves room for Carline on the right hand side. Finds a ball to Gaz Dean. Not a lot of space for Brackley to play into. There's a blue shirt everywhere they look, but the ball has fallen in the box for Connor Hall. Just can't get it under his control. George Carline manages to step in and win the ball back. There's absolutely no one within 10, 20 yards of the Brackley half for Farsley. Byrne, outside he goes. Too low. Low manages to get round his first man, but takes a knock as he does so, but manages to get the ball into the box. Farsley defend, but can only put the ball out of play, and there's some tired looking players for Farsley already, and you have to feel for them. Bottom of the league, down 3-0 down and down to 10 men as Newton makes a good connection with the ball inside the box, pulls another good save out of Brook, and it's Carline, it rebounds to him. Carline puts it wide, but out of nothing Newton finds the ball at his feet. He pulls a good save out of Brook, and Brook keeps it 3-0 here. So Brook forward. Dean's there, heads away. It's up towards Connor Hall. He flicks inside, and it's Tommy O'Sullivan who gets there first. O'Sullivan just holds up play and flicks the ball inside back for Hall. Hall now to Byrne, and Byrne has found Carline with a good ball onto the left-hand side. Carline to Byrne. Byrne feeds it out too low, but Farsley man gets ahead on it. Doesn't go out of play. Lowe's able to retrieve and give the ball to Tyler Little. Now Byrne finds Newton. Just Brackley probing, trying to find a bit of space. Into the box it goes, but it's a poor ball into the box, but Byrne's there to clear up, and now Lowe on the right hand side, gives the ball to Little. Little just stands on the ball and makes sure he finds a man. He finds Tommy O'Sullivan! It's 4-0! Tommy O'Sullivan finds the bottom corner, found a bit of space, and it was that space that Brackley have been looking for, and O'Sullivan makes it 4. Great finish by Tommy O'Sullivan. 40 minutes gone here, it's 4-0. And
from Brackley Town, number 18, Tommy O'Sullivan!
spreading the goals around, it's Danny Newton, Connor Halls, Tyler Little, Tommy O'Sullivan. 4-0 here, still 1-0 at Southport. Can Southport hold on to that lead? Another 4 goals back on that. It's 5 back on that goal difference. But that goal difference is still a massive amount. But 4-0 Brackley lead here. 40 minutes gone, 41. Had a couple of stoppages, might be a couple of minutes of stoppages at the end of this first half. Ball's back with Brook from the kick-off. Goes forward and Carline is there, is able to chest the ball down. But Farsley pick up possession inside their own half. Ball's with a Banquer on the right-hand side. Takes a touch, plays the ball back to Buhira. Now the ball is lifted forward, but that's going to go out of play. And Youmbi just looks at his teammate in disgust and shakes his head. I'm sure that's not going to help team morale. And Zach Lilly picks up the ball inside the box and looks for options, uses Gaz Dean, captain who scored the second goal at Leamington on Monday. All important second goal. Now Carline, scorer of so many crucial goals this season. He's up and running, and Morgan Roberts finds him. Now Carline plays back towards as Scunthorpe take the lead. against Hereford. So still a lot to play in all of these games. But some massive amount of football in this second half to come, and short amount in this first half, as Morgan Roberts hits a shot from 25 yards and Brooke punches it underneath his crossbar away for a Brackley Town corner. Roberts found himself in all acres of space there, able to unleash a shot towards the top corner. Brooke, who's kept the score down, it has to be said. He's made 3 really good saves. O'Sullivan from the right hand side lifts it in, heads go up, and it's off the line again from Brooke. He's everywhere. And Brooke has done really, really well for his side so far. 3 outstanding saves. And it's that man who will take this free kick. Carline from the goal kick picks the ball up, gives it to Zach Lilly. We're a minute from half time here, normal time anyway, plus any stoppages. We'll find out in a moment when the 4th official puts his board up how long that will be. O'Sullivan into the feet of Byrne into Morgan Roberts, now Carline down the line for Roberts. Roberts takes the ball, gets his cross all wrong, and Brooke just comes out and lets that roll over his goal line, and it'll be a goal kick for Farsley Celtic. So the board is being readied. We'll soon see how much stoppage time at the end of this first half there is. Spennymoor take a lead against Oxford City as I say that. And Brooke takes this goal kick. Lilly misses his header, but Maxted, with the first action he's had to make in the first half, dives on the ball. Lowe tries to keep the ball in on the far side, but it's a Farsley throw. And after speaking about the 4th official, I completely missed how many minutes at the end of the first half. Didn't see the board after talking about it. I'm not entirely sure how many minutes. It hasn't been announced on the PA either. So 4 additional minutes as a Banquard gets the ball into the box, but it's gone behind for a goal kick for Brackley Town. Farsley just a rare foray into the Brackley Town half and got a cross away. 4 minutes of added time. They're into a minute's added time at Southport. It's 1-0 to Southport there, and Brackley have a goal kick. 4-0 they lead here. Goals from Connor Hall, Danny Newton, Tommy O'Sullivan and Tyler Little, giving Brackley the lead. Maxted gets this ball forward up towards Carline. Newton chases, but it's going to run out for a Farsley throw. As some of the crowd decide to just change ends and get ready for the second half. And what a second half it could prove to be. Huge amount of football still to be played. Farsley have a throw. And it's Youmbi who picks the ball up inside his own half. He looks to get out. And they do manage to clear the ball eventually. Dean's there to head it back into their half. It goes down the line into the feet of Mampala. It's back with Jana. Now the ball's given away to Morgan Roberts, and Roberts has Newton inside. He's got Connor Hall at the back post. He's found him. It's back to Tommy O'Sullivan, and it's a sliding challenge from Jana that stops Tommy O'Sullivan grabbing a second, and it remains 4-0 here. It just looked Danny Newton with the ball on the left-hand side, found Connor Hall on the right. Hall just nudged it into the feet of Tommy O'Sullivan, and O'Sullivan just thwarted at the death from making it 5. We've got a minute left of this first half. It's half time at Southport. It's 1-0 there to Southport. Roberts picks up the ball, gives it to Byrne. Byrne up towards Newton. Newton heads inside. He's got the run of Hall, but Jana's there, gets the ball away. Zach Lilly steps in. Good header from Zach Lilly, but it's only into the feet of Mampala. And Farsley step up and try to get something before half time. Banqua. Now Farsley are being allowed to play. They're not playing deep any longer, but they've only got 10 seconds to navigate of this first half. Ball's played inside. It's good work by Farsley, and the best work of the half is thwarted by the referee because it's half time here and Brackley lead 4-0. As we kick off the second half. I don't know.
Substitution for Brackley Town on 45 minutes, coming off the pitch.
We'll have to see
Connor Hall being replaced by number 22.
what happens here. George Carline sweeps it out to Gazdine. It's hard to concentrate with what's going on in and around the ground and what's happening elsewhere. One thing I would like to point out is that Brackley Town fans will know Nigel Jenkins, and he's running the London Marathon tomorrow. So if you can, it's got a Just Give Him page. If you search for him, it's been advertised on the Brackley Town website and in the programme. And if you could generously give to that cause, he's doing it for spinal injuries. And that's tomorrow. And we all wish him good luck. As Shane Byrne picks up the ball on the edge of the box, sprays it out to Matt Lowe. Matt Lowe looking to get past his man, gets a good ball into the box. It's behind nearly everybody, and Youmbi can bring the ball away. He's got runners with him, but it's a good tackle by Shane Byrne to cut out that forward ball. Right, admin done. Balls with Tyler Little. Back to Lowe. The crowd is absolutely bouncing in the home end as O'Sullivan picks up the ball, gets to the byline, lifts it up. Oh, Newton was just waiting at the far post to nod that home. And the referee has given and held up play because there's a head injury over on the far side. We'll run through the latest scores. It's an ankle, sorry. And it's hard to make sense of everything that's going on here at the moment. Never seen a home end bouncing like that one. I think the last time the home end bounced like it is at the moment was against Gloucester in the playoffs a couple of seasons ago. Obviously still a lot of time and football to be played. But it's 2-0 at Southport. Kidderminster will have to score 3. Brackley have 4 here. And in our wildest dreams, we couldn't have hoped for this scenario. I prefer if it was this scenario at 90 minutes, to be perfectly honest with you. But we still await the Farsley player and see what's happened to him and whether he's going to have to leave the pitch. They are going to be down temporarily to 9, and he may... Oh, it's a nasty injury he's got. It's going to be a Farsley change, I think, here. I don't think he's going to be able to continue. It's the number 24, Cole Hyde, and he's taking some more attention, but I think his afternoon is run also. So Danny Lloyd, the ex-Stockport man, we've seen him so many times over the year. He's scored the second for Southport against Kidderminster, and they are currently in the 51st minute there. And we'll just be hoping that Southport park the bus. Can Brackley finally do it? It's been heartbreak season after season for 8 years. It seems like year after year after year it's heartbreak. Can it actually happen? Brooke gets us back under the way. Farsley man still taking attention as Gasdean heads forward. It's away to Zach Lilly. Lilly launches the ball forward. I say it's hard to concentrate here. It must be hard on the pitch to concentrate at this stage. Tyler Little, full of concentration as he picks the ball up, takes it round. Silver goes up towards the edge of the box. Now then, back to Lowe. He tries to go, but it's cut out as he does so, and it's a Farsley throw. It results in Silver loses out to Lowe, and Lowe picks the ball up and gets towards the edge of the box. He's into a shooting position. He takes one. Oh, it's Brooke who mishandles, and in the end it bounces away for a corner rather than into Miracle Okafor's feet. And just then it opened up for Lowe, and Lowe was able to get a shot away, and two hands. Brooke got on it. So, corner, O'Sullivan to take. Dean gets up, it's out towards Lilly. Lilly takes a shot, and that'll be another corner, this time from the left. Brackley keeping up the pressure on the Southport box.
Substitution for Farsley Celtic, coming off the pitch, number 24, Cole Hyde, being replaced by number 27, Tom Priestley Standing.
So, corner, played short into Byrne. Byrne over to Tyler Little, lifts the ball outside again to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, crossing opportunity, gets the ball in, headed away by Jenner, only as far as Zach Lilly. Little, outside he goes to Matt Lowe. Lowe now, it's up against the fullback. Gets the ball in, but it's out for another corner. And it'll be Tommy O'Sullivan to come over and take this one. And, corner taking a while to be taken. Can do now. Tommy O'Sullivan just had trouble getting the ball back for a while. Ball's out towards the edge of the box. Dean's there, headed away. It's only as far as Byrne. Byrne's touch just gives the ball to Youmbi, but Byrne is quick on him, and it was actually Silver. And Byrne wins back possession. And Brackley 4-0 up, keeping the pressure up on the Farsley backline. Roberts now. Ball to the byline, it's flicked back in, and it's Newton, he's there. Oh, he plays the ball in, and Jenner steps in. And it has to be said, Jenner has had a good afternoon as well. It's Brooke and Jenner at the back for Farsley. Not let their side down one little bit. As Byrne picks the ball up, feeds the ball out to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now into the box, he can go. He does do. It's to Carline. Carline almost there. Roberts on the edge of the box, goes over but isn't fouled. And Farsley can bring the ball away, but it's instantly wrestled off them, and Brackley have the ball back. And Byrne forward to Carline. Carline, as I said earlier, Saints Live. We've named him player of the season. And it's O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan lifts it into the 3G end behind the home goal. It remains 4-0 here. 2-0 it remains at Southport. We're just keeping a close eye on the Southport game. And that's the only one we're keeping an eye on at the moment. The ball is headed into touch, and Brackley will have a throw inside their own half. Low now with the ball on the right hand side, does lovely work on the right hand side to come away from his man. Up towards the box, gives the ball to O'Sullivan, and O'Sullivan instantly gives it to Little. Little rolls it into the feet of Byrne. Again, Farsley, every man behind the ball, just trying to find some space. Farsley not letting Brackley have it all their own way, camping in their own half, making sure Brackley have to work for every little opening. Byrne just changes position, plays the ball inside, looking for Tyler Little, but as he does so, Little's offside. No, it's not. It was taken over the goal, over the byline. It'll be a goal kick. It's hard to see there what actually did. No, it wasn't offside for Little. So latest scores I'll run through in a moment. Tyler Little picks the ball up, flicks the ball over for Miracle Okafor. Okafor just trying to take it round his man, but can't do so. And the latest scores are, as Brackley make a second substitution, it's going to be Justin Donowa. And it'll be Donowa for trying to see who that was. I think the fourth official had maybe had the number wrong. Gav Cowan giving, it's Calder actually, sorry. I do beg your pardon, it's Calder over on the far side. Saw 18. It's going to be Tyler Little who comes off, and he'll be replaced with Ricardo Calder. And that means that George Carline will come over to the right hand side and Ricardo Calder comes over to the left. O'Sullivan tries to win the ball back for Brackley after the substitution has been made. So Calder on to the left, George Carline moves over to the right, just gives Matt Lowe a little bit more licence to get forward.
Coming onto the pitch, number 3, Ricardo Calder.
Calder now tries to go round his man. First touch for Calder. He takes it up to the corner flag and wins a throw for his side. It's now 2-1. Kidderminster have scored. So Kidderminster with one back at Southport. Tommy O'Sullivan takes a touch. Ball goes down the line for Calder. Calder gets the ball into the box, but it's cut out by a Farsley man. It's Jenner, but he's rustled off the ball. Ball into the box, and it's into the arms of Brooke. And it remains 4-0 here. So Kidderminster with a goal back. That was in the 59th minute on the hour mark. Kidderminster get one back. Nervy afternoon, we knew it would be. Gets even more nervy. Ball's with Farsley on the halfway line. They lift the ball forward. Dean gets up, heads the ball away. It's Tom Priestley Standing, the substitute, who steps in, but Brackley managed to force the ball into touch, and it will be a throw-in for Farsley. And another change is ready. 2 changes. Alfie Bates and Scott Pollock will come on. I think it will be Morgan Roberts for Scott Pollock, and it may be Tommy O'Sullivan who replaces is being replaced by Alfie Bates. Just waiting to see. Just going to double check who Alfie Bates came on for. And it was Tommy O'Sullivan that Alfie Bates replaced.
Double substitution for Brackley Town, leaving the pitch number 10.
We're into the 60th minute.
Number 18, Tommy O'Sullivan.
Just one substitute left for Brackley, and it's Justin Donowa. And Alfie Bates is onto the pitch and into the action. Alfie Bates plays the ball up to his fellow substitute, Calder. Now Bates uses Dean. Dean into the centre circle. Gives it to Byrne. Byrne showing a load of urgency. Gets the ball across to Zach Lilly. Lilly outside to Calder. Calder now. Gets to the byline. Just tries to beat his man. Decides to check back and give the ball to Zach Lilly. Lilly down the line once more for Calder. Calder just looking to beat his man. Gets right to the byline. Gets a good ball to the back post. Lowe's there, able to head up, but Brackley just unable to pick the ball up. Farsley have done well in defence, but Lowe has it. And again, Priestley Standing did well there to win the ball back and bring the ball up the pitch. Now Silver takes the ball through George Carline's legs, but then Bates steps in to win the ball back, but in doing so fouls Youmbi, and it will be a free kick which Priestley Standing will take. So 64 minutes gone in the game between Southport and Kidderminster. It's 2-1 to Southport there. Kidderminster still needing 2 goals. Brackley lead 4-0 here. Priestley Standing with this free kick. Into the box it goes. Headed away by Gazdeen. Comes out. And it's fired in, and that's the closest Farsley have been to giving a threat to the Brackley goal. It fizzes right across the goal. And Johnny Maxted leaves it and lets it go past his far post and away to safety. I think there's as many eyes on their phones as there are on the pitch here. You have to say this game is pretty much done at 4-0. It's what happens in the Wirral. As Lowe finds Pollock, but Pollock's just unable to take control of the ball, and then Miracle Okafor is adjudged to have fouled Jenner, and it will be a free kick which Willbrook will take. As I said in the first half, we have been 1 foot in the National League before, and it's hard to take when it doesn't happen. So no one here wants to get ahead of themselves. And it's still very, very nervy as we watch Calder pick up the ball in midfield. Give it to Alfie Bates, and he finds Shane Byrne. Byrne sweeps the ball out to Carline, and Carline plays the ball up to Lowe, and Lowe plays the ball round the outside to Okafor, who's made a good run. Back with Lowe it goes, back to Carline. Carline just sweeps the ball into the feet of Shane Byrne. Now Lilly, everybody back for Farsley once again. Back it goes to Lily. Lily into the box. Pollock's there. Pollock has got chances to play the ball into a Brackley man and just can't. And then Lily sees a shooting opportunity and fires the ball towards goal, but that's gone well wide of Brooks' goal. So Farsley really digging in. 10 men. Let's not forget they had a man sent off in the first half, and they're really digging in, and they've managed to keep the score down in the second half, and it's probably what they've been told to do. They will have a big summer ahead of them, hopefully returning to their home ground, the Citadel. And Okafor finds Newton, and Newton plays it back into the feet of Okafor on the edge of the Farsley box. Okafor now wins a corner for his side, and this one will be taken by Alfie Bates. "67 minutes gone in Southport. 2-1 to Southport there. Everybody willing Southport to do their part. Bates with this corner for Brackley. 4-0 to Brackley. All goals scored in the first half. Towards Carline. Oh, it hits Matt Lowe on the goal line in an offside position. Carline heading towards goal. It took a couple of touches towards on its journey and then hits Lowe on the goal line and in an offside position. And it'll be a free kick to Farsley. And Matt Lowe will depart. And Justin Donowa will come on. And that's the full quota of substitutes made. I'm sure if Gav Cowan had his way, he'd have 6 and use Jez Abbey as well. He's mentioned many times in his interviews the attitude of Jez Abbey as part of the squad, and what an important player he's been at certain times in the season. Certainly the equaliser that he scored earlier in the season, making a big difference to Brackley's season. Jez Abbey, a big part of this squad, and he hasn't gone unrecognised by Gav Cowan or any of us. Alfie Bates out to Calder. Calder into the box, just takes a heavy touch and can't keep the ball in play, and it'll be a goal kick to Farsley Celtic. Just need Southport to hold on. Carline is pushed off the ball by Youmbi, and it'll be a free kick which Gazdine takes really quickly and gives to Justin Donowa. Youmbi gets back at him and puts the ball out for a Brackley Town throw. Oh, it's Jal Silva, I apologise. Dean from the throw finds Lily. Lily has got Calder outside him, chooses not to use him, goes inside to Byrne instead. Byrne plays the ball inside to Newton. Now Byrne once more. What can Byrne do with the ball? Plays it out to Donowa. Donowa lifts the ball into the box, goes over. Pollock's there. Oh, he gets a shot away, and there's a good block in there to stop the ball. And that was fizzing towards goal, and it was a good block. Bates has it. Plays the ball out to Calder. Calder now. Bates takes over, plays the ball inside to Byrne. Byrne. No Farsley man anywhere near the Brackley half. Everybody camped inside the Farsley box. Byrne now. Inside to Pollock. Pollock. Good feet from Pollock. Trying to find a space to play the ball into a Brackley player, but can't do so, so he feeds out to the left and Calder. Now Byrne. Byrne into Carline. Carline plays the ball into Bates. Bates, nice little flick back, almost into the path of Newton, and It's cleared away as Newton was looking to pounce. Byrne to the far post. It's headed away by Jenner. Carline is just beaten by Priestley standing. Now Joe Silva can bring the ball away for Farsley. Plays a good ball into the feet of the number 19 Condolo. And we're into there's 19 minutes to go in Southport. Kidderminster needing 2 goals there. Ball is played forward, straight down the throat of Zach Lilly. He has to be quick because he's being closed down. Has to be said, the spirit of this Farsley side is definitely there. Bates now on the byline. Gets the ball up towards Donowa, but 4 men take the ball off of Bates and Donowa. And the 10 men of Farsley can bring the ball away. Still not much attacking intent. And Okafor is looking to close down the back line, but the ball's back with Brooke. Ball fired forward by Brooke into the arms of Maxted. Now Calder from the Maxted throw. Down the line, he's found Okafor in a lot of space on the left. Okafor still with the ball on the left hand side, has to check back to Zach Lilly. He uses Carline. Carline just almost lost possession but does well to win the ball back. Bates now outside to Donowa. Bates into Dean. It's almost a training exercise for Brackley now. It's almost attack against defence. Calder has it, and Brackley just keep their patterns, keep doing what they've done all season. They haven't deviated from this style of play, and they're not going to now. Ball's into Pollock inside the box, just loses the ball temporarily, then Farsley step in and are able to clear. They've got a chance to attack now. Haven't got a lot of pace with it. There's 5 men back for Brackley. One of them's Gazdeen. He holds up Iwobi. And it's still 2-1. 15 to go in Southport. And the ball forward goes out of play from Farsley, and it'll be a throw into Brackley and a substitution, and it's Iwobi who will be replaced by, I think it's Montero.
Substitution for Farsley Celtic leaving the pitch, number 9 Justin
4-0 it remains here, 72 minutes played. We're going to probably finish after Southport. But we're keeping an eye on that one closely, as we have done all afternoon. Latest scores: Buxton 1, Warrington 0, Curzon 0, Leamington 1. Just a goal going in as we speak. Curzon losing to Leamington at home. Darlington 2, Needham Market 1, Hereford 0, Scunthorpe 1, Kings Lynn 0, Chester 3, Marine 4, South Shields 0, Peterborough 1, Scarborough 1, as Shane Byrne picks the ball up and gives it to Miracle Okafor. And it's back with Bates in the centre circle. Bates feeds the ball out to Donowa, but it's out of play. Carry on with these scores: Ratcliffe 1, Alfreton 1, Russell 1, Chorley 5. Southport 2, Kidderminster 1. We know we're keeping an eye on that one. And Spennymoor 1, Oxford City 0. As Pollock is into the box, has a shooting opportunity, tries to place it and lifts it over the bar. And it remains 4-0.
Today's attendance, 1,691.
Just under 1,700 inside St James Park. Another 1,500 plus attendance here. And almost 1,700 inside St James Park. with 20 or 30 travelling from Farsley, and fair play to them. It's not been a season to celebrate, but they're still singing. There's 2 Farsley fans in the away end, scarves aloft, supporting their side. Hats off to them. We'll buy them a pint in the bar later, I'm sure. So, throw into Brackley on the left-hand side. I mean, it's hard to concentrate from a commentary position. It must be really difficult to concentrate as a player out there, knowing you're leading in such an emphatic way. Nervous about what's going on elsewhere, just trying to see this game out. I'm sure if you gave the option to the Brackley players to blow the final whistle now, they would. Donowa just loses out to Joe Silver. And he loses out, and Carline's able to step in, and Byrne has the ball. Plays the ball into Newton. Newton just loses concentration, loses the ball. Farsley able to bring up towards the edge of the Brackley box. It's a good run. Finally thwarted by Carline. And Farsley really with their first real attack of any kind of note in the whole game. Brackley able to get back in and defend. Ball into the box, picked up, but there's an offside, and Brackley will have a free kick. 78 minutes gone in Southport. It's 2-1 still there. Southport looking to hold on as a Farsley man is just down on his haunches. Referee goes over and just makes sure he's okay. And Maxted has the ball at his feet. Just waiting for the referee, who blows and says we can get the game back underway. Zach Lilly has it from the Johnny Maxted pass into the feet of Bates. Bates into the feet of Calder. Back to Bates once more. It's just possession for Brackley now. Just trying to break down a Farsley defence which is camped inside their own box, which it has been since the end of the first half. 4-0 Brackley lead. They've done everything they need to do. Can Southport do everything we need them to do? 2-1 it remains there. They're into the 80th minute. Donowa towards the byline. Gets a cross in. It's a good one. Comes out to Newton. He misses his kick. It's with Byrne. Byrne plays the ball into Lilly. Still every man camped in two banks of defensive lines for Farsley. Calder uses Lilly once more. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack through these blue shirts. Byrne up towards the edge of the box, lays the ball out to Calder. Calder crosses the ball long, but it's out for a Farsley goal kick. We've got 13 minutes to play here. There's 10 to play at Southport, plus any stoppages. It's 2-1 there. But what we don't have is any kind of news about what's going on at Southport, whether there's been any breaks in play. But 2 goals for Kidderminster there would change proceedings. Dean heads away. Shane Byrne just loses possession. It's with Bumhira. But his ball forward is picked up by Johnny Maxted, who's had nothing to do all afternoon. But he's had to stay concentrated. Calder has it. Plays the ball back to Zach Lilly. Byrne now in midfield. Plays the ball out to the right hand side and gets it back. Quick ball into the feet of Pollock. Pollock into the feet of Byrne once more. Byrne back to Pollock. Pollock goes inside once more to Byrne, still trying to pick a pass that's going to open up this Farsley defence. They've worked really hard for their team the second half, the Farsley players. They must be exhausted, being down to 10 men since midway in the first half. Now Byrne has the ball, gives it to Calder. And Byrne loses out, Calder steps in and gives away a free kick. And that'll be a yellow card for Shane Byrne. Not something Shane Byrne will be happy with. And it's still 2-1 at Southport. 8 minutes to play there. Everybody's watching that game. Brooke with this free kick here, he slips as he takes it, gives Pollock a chance to step in. It's Jenner who gets the ball away. Now Donowa lifts the ball forward. Jenner's there again, but now Brackley have a chance, but Newton's ball over his head looking for Pollock, and it's either Newton or Pollock who's offside, and it'll be a free kick to Farsley Celtic. So, Kings Lynn 3-0 down to Chester. As it stands, Buxton make the playoffs. Spennymoor, Hereford lose 2 places and go down to 9th. It's looking like Chester, Chorley, Kings Lynn and Buxton for the playoffs. But it's here that we're interested in. We'll talk about the playoffs if we have to. Shane Byrne outside to Donowa. Donowa's up and running. He's got 1 man to beat. He's got no one past that 1 man. He's being tracked all the way. In the end, he falls on the ball. Gaz Dean now picks up the ball in midfield. He's down on the right wing and wins a foul for his side. And just walks away nonchalantly, saying, "Do I have to do everything?" And Dean takes up a position outside the box. Now does look interested and is going to go into the box and contest this free kick. Bates is over it for Brackley. Can they add to their 4-0 scoreline? Bates, nice handball, and it's handball by Joe Silva, and he receives a booking. And he wasn't 10 yards when the free kick was taken. Held his hand up, and it's a booking. And Southport, 84 minutes gone, 2-1 there. That's all we need it to stay. Bates with this free kick for the second time. Into the box it goes, it's lifted up. Newton's there, it's a good save by Brooke once again. Good header down into the ground by Newton, probably didn't have the pace enough to beat Brooke. Brooke gets down and palms it away for a corner. Bates will take this corner from the right hand side. And lifts it in to the middle of the goal. Pollock's there, the head's wide, and it remains 4-0. 5 minutes to go at Southport plus stoppages. 2-1 there. Still 2-1? Still 2-1 at Southport. I was looking over to my colleague Tim, who's commentating for Radio Oxford, and he's giving me this look as if to say Southport have just let one in, but they haven't. Just wish I hadn't looked at Tim at that point. Brooke with the goal kick. Headed away by Carline. Bates forward. Jenner just steps over the ball and Newton has robbed it off him. He's got Miracle Okafor in the box. And his ball across is cut out. And it remains 4-0. And another corner for Bates.
Chris, they're well ahead of us at Haygathie, aren't they?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
A couple of minutes to go.
Yeah, Dior Angus nearly scored.
So, live updates from Southport all around us. Apparently Southport almost got a third, but Bates with this corner towards Lilly. Bounces in the box. No one can get a foot on it. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but can Brackley add to this 4-goal margin? The noise levels increase around St James Park. 87th minute at Southport, 2-1 there. Bates with the ball, gives it to Carline. Carline into the path of Byrne. Byrne across to Calder. Lilly. Bates. Every single one of these legendary names for Brackley Town fans now. Donowa back to Carline. Carline into the box. Newton's there, heads into the air. Pollock's there. Falls for Byrne. Byrne over the bar. And it remains 4-0. 85th minute here. All the goals in the first half. No real... Some saves for Brooke to make, but nothing to add for Brackley in the second half.
Please stay off the pitch until after the final whistle.
And the announcement goes up to stay off the pitch. I don't see that happening. I really don't. We've seen Kidderminster invade our pitch over the last few seasons. We've seen Boston invade our pitch.
A little bit of irony.
I think we are going to invade this pitch at full time. I'm not sure Keith Marshall, the groundsman, will like that, but Miracle Okafor goes into the book for a challenge on Jenner. Southport 2, Kidderminster 1 is in the 88th minute. I think it's 88th still. And Bedlam is about to ensue here once we get the final from Southport, but we don't know how long's left. Lilly heads away. Miracle Okafor's underneath it, takes it into his stride, but Jenner, who's had a solid game for his side, gets the ball away. Donowa now. Donowa with space and gives the ball to Okafor. Okafor up against Jenner once more. Turns him, gets the ball into the feet of Donowa. 2 men around him. Okafor forces a throw in. 86th minute here. 89th at Southport. It's 89 at Southport. I'm just double checking everyone else's phone because slightly behind. We're in the 89th minute at Southport. It's 2-1 there. And it's Calder on the left-hand side. It's so difficult to commentate. It's just a position we've never been in before. And Southport nearly score again, I'm told by Chris to the right of me. It's not what I want to hear. I want to hear Southport do score again. Bates into the box. Takes it around his man. Still Bates gets a shot away, and it's deflected away for a throw-in, which Donowa will take. 90 minutes gone at Southport. We don't know how long. How long have they got at Southport on the board? We'll try and find that out in a second. We don't know how much stoppage time at Southport. Chris is about to let me know. Newton. Donowa now on the right. Lifts the ball into the far post. 2 heads go up. One of them's Pollock, one of them's Byrne. Newton's there on the turn. Newton! Across and over the bar. Still 2-1. We're waiting to see how much stoppage time at Southport.
How much stoppage time there?
Everybody's asking. Radio Oxford have come across to ask how much stoppage time at Southport. Trying to find out. Brooke with this latest goal kick. 7 minutes. 7 minutes of stoppage time at Southport. We don't want to hear that. They're into 1 minute of that. They've got 6 left. Bates to Pollock. Pollock outside to Newton. Newton's into the box, gets the ball across. There's no one there. I thought it was going to come to Okafor.
Till the final whistle.
So, 92 minutes at Southport, 7 to play there. This season has thrown up so many curveballs. Who knows? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Don't count our chickens until they've hatched. Brooke plays the ball forward. What a season we've had, though. I still go back to that Alfreton game where George Carline played in goal. That, for me, that performance that night won him my vote as player of the season. He's had a majestic season, as has most of these players. I'm going to name every single one of them at the end. If I'm not on the pitch, I may have to cut it short at the end because I think everybody's going. It's still 2-1. We got 5 left at Southport. Byrne has the ball at his feet. Plays the ball in to Newton. Newton across to Lilly. Lilly outside to Calder. Calder inside to Dean. Dean into Byrne. Byrne inside to Newton. Newton to Byrne once more. Byrne to Dean, and Dean feeds Calder. We're looking at the board. It's 4 minutes added. Ball's into Pollock. Pollock makes it 5. It was Calder who played the ball in, and Brackley round off this game on a high with a 5th goal. Scotty Pollock with a great finish in the 91st minute. Brackley make it 5. They reduce the goals. They reduce the goal difference even further. And they're into the 94th minute at Southport. They've got 7. They've got 3 to play. 5-0. And my brain's playing tricks with me. I thought the PA announcer announced that Southport was finished. The way that came across, it was so enthusiastic. I thought she was announcing the Southport game had finished. 4 minutes played at Southport. 3 to go there. Southport still lead. I don't think there's any man inside St James Park who won't be buying a person from Southport a pint when they see them. Joe Silver breaks away, gets the ball to the byline. Kyle Lyne steps in and gives away a corner. It's the first corner Farsley have had and the first chance to put any pressure on the Brackley back line. 95th minute at Southport. It's 2-1 there. In our wildest dreams we couldn't have hoped for this position. Corner to Farsley. We still await news from Southport. It's into the box. We get the ball back. It's Joe Silver once more. Been far and away their most attacking player. It's Carline. Quite poignantly, who gets the ball away. Newton now. Newton down the line for Okafor. Okafor's got Pollock on the far side. Can he find him? Pollock's there. There's 2 players at the back post. It's gone behind both of them and it's hacked away. There's 2 minutes at Southport. They need 2 goals to Kidderminster. Byrne into the box. It goes to Calder. Calder with a crossing opportunity. He's got no one pressing him. It's Newton who's got a shot away and it's deflected. Calder then chased down the box. Down ball in the box and gives away a free kick. 96 minutes at Southport. We're just waiting. We're a minute away from Bedlam here. 2 goals needed for Kidderminster. It's almost tears. Donowa heads away. Sorry, I had a little moment there. It's away by Jenner. Into Dean. But now into the feet of Pollock. Pollock is away. Okafor's asking for it. Pollock's still there. He's annoyed that he's not able to get the ball past his man. 97th minute here at Southport. We're just waiting for the final whistle there. We're waiting for the final whistle here. I'm not going to run through the scores at the end of this game. I think I'm going to have to go. As Okafor has the ball. There's the final whistle here. Brackley have won 5-0. It's 97 minutes at Southport. We await the Southport result. 97 minutes. Kidderminster still losing to Southport 2-1. Fans are on the pitch. Brackley players all congregate around Gav Cowan, and we wait for Southport to finish. Has it finished at Southport? I think it may have done. We're waiting on confirmation, but I think it's finished. I think it's finished at Southport. It has, it's finished at Southport. Brackley are promoted, and we can start celebrating. What a day! What a day at Brackley Town. Finally, after so much heartbreak, Brackley make it to the National League.
Kid man, fuck it up.
Yes then.
We are going up. Going up, say we are going up. We are going up, say we are going up.
Come on.
That's a promotion.
Get it!